Thursday here in Washington, D.C. as this long weekend series continues. Game 3 as the Cubs and the Nationals do battle. The Cubs winning Thursday night, the Nationals last night. Great to have you with us. Hope your Saturday morning is going well. Along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. The Nationals won last night, but Anthony Rizzo was the best player on the field.
Yeah, very impressive show by Rizzo last night. The Cubs have really struggled to score runs over the last couple weeks or so. Anthony Rizzo had a big night last night, however. Ambushed Tanner Roark on a first pitch fastball for a home run off the facade of the second deck, and then his next at-bat, he went deep to dead central and almost hit a third home run. Denard Span had to climb the wall to take extra bases away from Rizzo. And that third at-bat, 10-game hitting streak, 361, 2 long ones, 5 driven in for Rizzo. He's been the man for the Cubs all year long.
And that 10-game streak tied for his career best. Starlin Castro out of the lineup for the first time today. Addison Russell will start at short. Interesting day on the mound. Jason Hamill has never lost to the Nationals. Joe Ross has never pitched in the big leagues.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Jason Hamill, 8-0 career against Washington, 5-0 here in this ballpark, coming off a dominant performance last time out. A career high 11 strikeouts against the Marlins. And we'll see Joe Ross, younger brother of Padre pitcher Tyson Ross, up from Double-A to make his major league debut.
Cubs in third place, 3 games over 500. The Nationals jump past the Mets back into first, and some great glove work last night in Game 2. We'll have Game 3 of this series coming up next.
Would you get in a cab if you knew the cabbie had no license? Would you put your kids on a school bus if the driver had a poor driving record? Shouldn't you have the same requirement for the financial advisor who's handling your life savings?
Before you invest, check to make sure your financial advisor is properly licensed. Call the Illinois Secretary of State Securities Department at 1-800-628-7937 or go to avoidthescam.net.
Do it today. Protect your hard-earned dollar.
It's the Gerald Kia Grand Opening Celebration. Come and share in our celebration as we open new doors on Aurora and Ogden Avenue in Naperville. We're celebrating by giving you the biggest discounts of the year with the largest inventory in Chicagoland, backed by Gerald's exclusive lifetime warranty. Gerald Kia will serve you better. Come test drive a new Kia today and see why Gerald Kia is the 2015 National Dealer of the Year for excellence in customer satisfaction. Come in today to celebrate the grand opening of the all-new Gerald Kia of Naperville.
Gerald Kia of North Aurora knows how to put an all-new car buying experience at your fingertips. It's because we understand what you want. You want an award-winning dealer that can deliver excellent customer satisfaction. You want a huge Kia inventory so you can drive home today in the Kia of your choice. And you want the security of a lifetime warranty that you can only get at Gerald Kia. With customer satisfaction, a huge inventory, and a lifetime of service, Gerald Kia has what you want. Gerald Kia of North Aurora at I-88 and Orchard Road is always a better deal. I guarantee it.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. AT&T Uverse. Find out what's possible with AT&T. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT, mobilizing your world. Ford. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
And welcome back. Nice day here in D.C. And we'd like to welcome all our viewers watching on RCN and also around the world on the American Forces Network. And if today's Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Denny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to Make-A-Wish, Illinois. Right-hander Joe Ross making his major league debut, and he'll face the following Cubs Southwest starting lineup: Fowler, Rizzo, and Bryant, 1, 2, and 3. Montero back in the lineup last night, homered. Junior Lake again in right with Jorge Soler on the DL. Coughlin in left. Jonathan Herrera gets a rare start at second. It's Jason Hamill having an excellent year on the mound and at the plate. And we mentioned Addison Russell making his first major league start at short.
Nationals defensively, Clint Robinson gets a start in left field today. Denard Span made a spectacular play last night on Rizzo. He's burned the Cubs a couple of times this year. Bryce Harper is playing outstanding defense in right. Infield, Rendon Desmond, Espinosa, and Zimmerman. Behind the plate, Wilson Ramos. And on the mound, our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher, making his major league debut, 22-year-old right-hander Joe Ross, down at Harrisburg in the AA Eastern League, 2-2 with a 2.81 ERA. Scouting report, 92 to 96 with the fastball. Pretty good running action, a slider, and a changeup.
He gets Joe West, the crew chief, back of the plate today. Kerwin Danley's at first, Gabe Morales at second, and Rob Drake is at third. We mentioned Joe Ross, the younger brother of Tyson Ross. Tyson, with the Padres, beat the Reds in Cincinnati last night and was given permission to fly to D.C. today to watch his brother make his debut. That's pretty cool. And Joe Ross was drafted 2011 by the Padres. Jason McLeod and Jed Hoyer were running the show.
No doubt they're excited to see Joe Ross make it to the major leagues, and would probably love to see him get a nice no decision here this afternoon.
Right. Yep. A good way to put it. Yep. Jason was in charge of their draft. Jed Hoyer was the GM of the Padres, and we are underway. A strike called on a fastball to Dexter Fowler to get us started.
And I guess we're going to throw that ball out of play. First pitch. That's new, isn't it?
Yeah. One and one on Fowler.
This might have been Joe West's idea. Looked like Joe tapped Ramos on the shoulder and said, let's get that ball for the kid. It's a kinder, gentler Joe.
Swing and a miss on a changeup.
Yeah, and that's going to be a key pitch to watch. That's a pitch that, from what we've been told, is kind of an emerging pitch for the young right-hander.
And he blows him away on a pretty good fastball at 94.
That's the one you're going to want to keep, and we're going to throw that one out of play too.
76 degrees as we get started. Possible threat of rain, but we're good to go at this point. Now Anthony Rizzo, 2 homers last night for the 8th time in his career. He was robbed of an extra base hit by Denard Span in his final at bat. And he comes in with a 10-game hitting streak. Foul strike on Rizzo. Now, Ross came over from the Padres. It was a 3-team trade involving the Rays, the Padres, and the Nationals. Cut and a miss, 0-2. The Nationals, interestingly enough, JD, everybody said they had too many starters when the season began. Tanner Roark was actually put in the bullpen as a result. But because of the injuries to Doug Fister, now Steven Strasburg, they've had to scramble a bit.
Yeah, depth has been challenged a little bit. We've got one of the best 1-2 punches in all of baseball with Scherzer and Jordan Zimmerman. Scherzer there with Gio Gonzalez, who pitched the opener this series.
Off the plate inside. First time Ross has missed. Second time he's missed.
Goes back to the changeup. If indeed that was the changeup at 90 miles an hour. That's a hard one, but had good sinking action. What kind of a world do we live in now? The guys are throwing 90-mile-an-hour changeups.
Hit hard on the ground, but right into the shift. Taken care of by Espinosa. I could be wrong, but I feel like we haven't seen that a ton from Anthony Rizzo. Just kind of a hard hit ground ball directly into the shift.
Yeah, I would say probably less so than the last couple of years.
Chris Bryant hitting third today. 1 strike on him. This is his 200th career plate appearance. 834 OPS to date. And the funny thing is, JD, you know, you add it all up. I feel like he's been good, but I think everybody watching him feels like there's a lot more.
Gosh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
2-1.
Yeah, and some players come quicker than others to reach their full potential, but there's a lot of people around the game that I've talked to that think, you know, it's not until you have a couple thousand major league at bats before you're fully cooked.
Harper makes the catch. Nationals coming up against Jason Hamill.
Try a new small McCafe green apple smoothie or medium frozen strawberry lemonade. Just $2 each this summer at McDonald's.
Things move fast around here. Who's got time to look at the fine print? So you see DirecTV's new offer. $19, you think. But after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Turns out you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Think again.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
It's only an egg, freshly cracked at morning light. A real delight when you take that very first bite. Introducing McDonald's Bacon and White Cheddar McMuffin. Get one in a small McCafe coffee for just $3.50.
Back here in Washington, D.C., Denard Span will lead off as we check out their Southwest starting lineup. Brian Zimmerman, good numbers against Jason Hamill, not so much against the Cubs this season. Harper leading the majors in OPS. Rendon, third game back from the DL. Wilson Ramos, a catcher. It's Clint Robinson. Remember, he got picked off to end the game on Thursday. Ian Desmond is the shortstop. Danny Espinosa had the game-winning homer last night. And we mentioned Ross making his big league debut.
And as we check on the Cubs defensively, you'll note Addison Russell making his first start at shortstop. Starlin Castro gets the day off. Outfield, Coghlan, Fowler, Lake. Russell joined on the infield by Bryant, Herrera, and Rizzo. Montero behind the plate, and the Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs. Jason Hamill, he has been money. 4-2, 282. His whip, 0.896. Walks plus hits per innings pitched, the best in the league. Doesn't walk anybody.
Yeah, I don't think it would be premature to say he is a pretty good all-star candidate. Span, Zimmerman, and Harper. Span knocked in a run last night, but it was the catch he made against Anthony Rizzo that grabbed most of the attention.
Yeah, I seem to recall him making a big catch at Wrigley too, a diving catch on a ball in front of him. This time he retreats to the wall. That one was not going to fly out of here, but obviously would have been extra bases for Anthony.
And thus our T-Mobile game changer, Denard Span. The 1-1 is fouled away. I guess Jason Hamill's come full circle, right? We were here in Washington last July, so almost to the day, about 11 months ago. Had a very good start, and after 6 innings and 92 pitches, he came out of the game, and we thought, that seems early. And then we found out later he had been pulled because the Cubs were finalizing a trade with the Oakland Athletics. think he had his family here in D.C.
That's right.
Jason, it wasn't a huge surprise. He said he was disappointed to get traded. He did end up with a team that made the playoffs in the American League. And right after the season, became a free agent, re-signed with the Cubs as he strikes out Span.
Picking up where he left off last time out against the Marlins when he struck out 11. Did not walk anybody. That's a different look. Two-seamer with great action to finish off Span. His slider last time out was really good. Fastball command has been outstanding.
You know, it's funny, I haven't asked Jason specifically, but I think I know the answer. Here's Zimmerman. Most players should be selfish in terms of they're looking at the world through their eyes first. But if you asked him today, do you understand what happened last year on this time? You go, absolutely. They got Addison Russell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thrilled.
He has a real good understanding of how the game works. Yeah, and now he's got a chance to benefit from having that guy on his side.
Zimmerman, as we showed you, good success against Hamill. He's 1 for 19, however, against Cubs pitching so far here in 2015.
Tough night for Wada.
Rough night for Tsuyoshi Wada last night.
Didn't have good finish on his pitches. Left a lot of balls out over the plate.
Routine for Fowler. 2 outs, and it'll bring up Bryce Harper, hitting third for the second straight game.
Well, as we continue our statistical tour through the Jason Hamill profile here, the league is batting just .215 against him. Right-handed batters 199, lefties 242. He's only allowed 1 home run to a left-handed batter.
Harper first pitch swinging and a blue base hit to left. Back to our conversation last night. Harper has been an extremely patient hitter, but every once in a while you just got to go up there hacking.
Yeah, you get a sense of what a pitcher's trying to do. They're trying to crowd him with a fastball, and leaks back over the plate a little bit. He doesn't really square it up. He had to kind of go up and get it. And a soft base hit into shallow left.
Yeah, he only swings at 40% of the first pitches he sees. Batting .300 when he puts it in play. So here is Anthony Rendon. 3 for 8 with a double. First 2 games off the DL. The plan was to play him a lot at second base with Yunel Escobar at third, but Escobar got hurt on Thursday night. And we have not seen him since. So he's day to day. Funny how it works out. Espinosa then gets in the lineup last night, hits the game-winning home run. And Rendon's been playing third.
Yeah, excuse me. Espinosa's playing well for the Nationals too. It's like the presence of Escobar has forced him to elevate his game a little bit as he fights for playing time.
Toss to check on Harper. That's Tony Tarasco, their first base coach. Bob Henley's over at third. Fly ball to deep left, way back. Coughlin on the warning track, and I think the wind stopped that ball from going out. The wind is blowing straight in from left field. A break for Hamill.
Checking 2 bags? That'll be $0 extra. Want to change your flight? $0 for that. Live TV? Tack on $0. Everyone who flies Southwest knows 0 adds up to a lot. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
We need to cut down on spending.
Can't be that bad.
Is that a Rembrandt?
I'm a big picture guy.
I think you misinterpreted that idiom.
Look, we had CDW custom configure new HP Elite books with Intel Core M processors to improve efficiency.
And?
They're also highly durable, so we save money on replacement costs.
See? Problem solved.
Amazing Cascade video walls from Prism. Learn more at prism.com.
Time now for Xfinity high-speed action.
That ball really juiced by Rendon. We thought it was going to fly out of here. The wind knocked it down. Not only did we think it was going to fly out of here, look at Jason Hamill. He's waiting for another ball. Like he reached into his pocket and found 3 20s and a 10.
So maybe that'll be a good omen today for Jason Hamill. He assumed he was down 2-0.
Yeah, we didn't have it on that last shot. He kind of made eye contact with Joe West, and Joe was chuckling too.
So second inning. Still scoreless. It'll be Miguel Montero, Junior Lake, and Chris Coughlin. That had a Wrigley Field flavor, didn't it? Ball that looked like it was easily gone, and the wind knocked it down. Ross went 1-2-3 in his first major league inning. Ball 1 to Montero.
If he's dealing with nerves, he was able to pitch around it there in the first. Looked very composed. He's shown a willingness and an ability to go inside on both right and left-handed hitters.
Spans circling. He's got it.
Cub fans, let's go. Summer's right around the corner. Things are heating up at Wrigley Field. Make your plans now to catch a game at the friendly confines. The Cubs back home starting Thursday. It's a 6-game homestand with the Reds of Cincinnati and the Indians of Cleveland. Get your tickets at Cubs.com.
Inside on Junior Lake. That is a strike. Junior making his 5th consecutive start in right, replacing the injured Jorge Soler.
Tight little slider there. We've seen the whole arsenal. Looks like fastball changeups to the right, or excuse me, left-handed hitters will go fastball slider to the righties.
Born in Berkeley, California, went to Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland.
6 years younger than big brother Tyson. Wonder if he called them to get a scouting report on the Cubs.
Yeah, Tyson's faced the Cubs, what, a couple of times this year, I think. That's Rendon. That's out number 2. think it's very cool the Padres rather let Tyson Ross come here to watch his younger brother. Because you only make your debut once.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being a starting pitcher. It's easier to sneak away.
Strike to Coughlin.
So all you youngsters out there considering a career in baseball, keep that in mind. You get to play more golf if you're a starting pitcher and go watch your brother pitch in the big leagues.
They work out together in the off season.
Joe a first-round pick. Tyson was a second-round pick. Draft is what? Tuesday? Tomorrow? It's coming up.
Monday.
Today's Saturday. I was thinking today was
Monday
Sunday.
through Wednesday. It feels like a Sunday.
Yeah. Won't have too many of these straight up noon starts.
Full count, 3-2. Now, Joe has said that having an older brother in the major leagues has been very beneficial to him because Tyson has gone through the minor league grind. A fly to right. Harper is over, and it's going to be to the seats. Out of play. Joe had committed to UCLA before being drafted by the Padres. Bounce to the second baseman Espinosa. Ross with a couple of perfect frames to start his career. 0-0 early.
Hey, Ralph, that's traveling. What the heck's going on out there? That's flagrant.
Bo needs my help.
What?
I'm from Camp, Wisconsin. You need to have some fun. Wisconsin. Amazing what a little fun will do.
When she comes, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Menard's Crazy Day sale has amazing deals going on right now. Save big on this 1900 PSI electric pressure washer, $88.99. Keep pests at bay with Skinsation's insect repellent, free after rebate. Look great in these Ralph Lauren t-shirts for just $7.77 each. And update any room with this 6-panel interior door that's only $55 after rebate. Stop in during Menard's Crazy Day sale, where the prices are so low, they're crazy. Hurry in. Sale ends Sunday.
There's a drive to deep center field, and this could be the ball game. He's going back.
T-Mobile's network has more data capacity per customer than Verizon and AT&T. It's the network that's data strong all season long. Switch now and get a free subscription to MLB.com at-bat premium. Only at T-Mobile.
Tonight at 5:30, join CSN for the best Stanley Cup final coverage in town, starting with Blackhawks pregame live, then flip to CSN Plus after Game 2 for dressing room reaction, highlights, and more on Blackhawks postgame live. Stanley Cup final Game 2 coverage begins at 5:30 on CSN Chicago. Another benefit of a noon start here in D.C. to watch Game 2 tonight.
Yeah, with time for a nap in between for old people.
Hamill against Wilson Ramos. 2 for 4, a double, and RBI, scored a run. Robbed another hit, and that one deep left. Coughlin will not have a play this time. A booming home run for Ramos. 1-0 Washington.
Yeah, it was almost as if Jason was going to test that wind. Say, well, can I really just pump it down the middle and let him hit it in the air and see what happens? The 2-0 fastball to Rendon was channeled, well hit, but stayed in the yard. And this first pitch fastball to Ramos out over the heart of the plate. And as I mentioned last inning, Jason's fastball command has been outstanding. He's been able to pretty much pound away at that outside corner to the right-handed hitters. That was his intention here. This one just leaked a little bit on him, and Ramos took advantage. There's a Ford home run replay for you, number 4 for Ramos.
He has hit 4 homers this year. His last 2 have come versus Cubs pitching off Justin Grimm. That was a game winner at Wrigley Field, and a go-ahead shot here. The 1-0 on Clint Robinson. Slider for a strike. He got picked off by David Ross on Thursday night at first base to end the ball game. He thought he was safe. He might have been, but he was called out. Russell backpedaling, called off by Fowler for the out.
Pitching is a lot like golf. First couple holes in a round of golf, sometimes it takes a while to find your swing and direct the ball where you want to. Same thing with pitching. Sometimes it takes a couple innings before you get locked in. The hope is that if that's the case, you get away with it. He did with Rendon, did not with Ramos. Hopefully he can settle in and start picking away at that corner.
Outside on Ian Desmond. Open stance from the right side and a slider strike. Hamill, one of 2 active pitchers to go unbeaten against a team with 8 or more wins. Cole Hamels is 9-0 against the Cincinnati Reds. You remember how many starts Roy Oswalt made before he lost to the Reds?
A lot.
Like 20
I don't remember
or
the
something?
number, yeah.
Randy Johnson had that perfect record against the Cubs. Herrera makes a catch at foul ground. Desmond is out.
So Budweiser Bleacher Fridays continue on the next homestand June 12th. The Cubs are going to go country. Fans will enjoy country music hits played before and during the game. All Budweiser Bleacher fans 21 and older will receive a country cap presented by Budweiser. Special entertainment in the bleachers includes live music, additional giveaways, photo ops, fun games. Those are the best kind. The party will continue with some post-game fun at a bar in Wrigleyville. For tickets, visit Cubs.com. I hope they do the one where you drop the clothespin into the milk bottle.
Bunted by Espinosa. Barehand pickup by Hamill for the out. I'm going to try to decipher what in the world you're talking about. 1-0 Nationals.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced, or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
What makes a great custom suit? Fabric sourced from the finest Italian mills, details hand-picked by you, and made right here in America in just 3 weeks. I'm Joseph Aboud. This is my custom suit. Now available at Men's Warehouse.
The new 24-foot boats from Yamaha. Redesigned for 2015 on a longer platform. Powered by reliable Yamaha jet propulsion. Now with a patented handling package for immediate steering response, advanced technologies, and a quiet, smooth onboard experience that's more spacious. And packed with everything you expect from the #1 brand on the water, Yamaha.
What makes a great custom suit? Fabric sourced from the finest Italian mills, details hand-picked by you, and made right here in America in just 3 weeks. I'm Joseph Aboud. This is my custom suit. Now available at Men's Warehouse.
Follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long on Comcast Sportsnet, brought to you by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Visit Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. 1-0 Nationals as Jonathan Herrera will lead it off. Addison Russell getting his first start at short. Starlin Castro's first off day, although you can see him pinch hitting later. And thanks for getting up early for us today, Patrick.
Yeah, quick turnaround, huh? It seems like every time we come here is a weird game time, whether it's 4th of July at like 11 a.m. or this.
Herrera showed bunt. And strike one on him, I believe. No, called it a ball.
Yeah. So almost double checking with Joe.
Good bunt. Ramos, however, will get him. One away. So Patrick, Rafael Soriano, former National, former Ray, looking for a job, and I guess he's going to throw for some teams, including the Cubs, this coming week.
The Cubs have, been kind of kicking the tires on him for a while, and he recently dropped Scott Boras and moved to Octagon, which is an agency that has a number of players here, and as well as Joe Madden. So I think watching this team, I think they could use some bullpen help. The Cardinals and Blue Jays are two other teams that reportedly are kind of in the mix. So I think it makes sense. He's a guy that Joe Madden said yesterday. I thought it was interesting. He's a guy that doesn't throw 100 miles an hour. He's a guy who studies hitters, figures out ways to get him out. Maybe he'll walk a guy to set up the next guy. But yeah, I think you're going to see the Cubs in a ton of rumors between here and the end of July.
2 strikes on Jason Hamill. Chris Denorfia is on a rehab assignment, Double-A Tennessee. I think he's played a couple of games. Got the DH in order coming up in Detroit. So we might see some roster movement here the next few days.
Yeah, I think Joe put it well that it's good for conjecture both on our end and even internally in the front office. And I don't think Javier Baez is going to show up in Detroit. I know that's a guy that fans and media have been wondering about, but it sounded like if everything goes well with Denorfia, he looks like the ad there, and I don't think they're going to go crazy and surprise us all with Kyle Schwarber just yet. Really, almost exactly a year after he got drafted number 4 overall.
2-2 on Hamill. Russell is on deck. And up and in, it's full. 3-2. We asked you about the draft the last time we had you on. Anything new since then?
Finish your mock draft.
Yeah. Who are the Cubs taking at number 9?
Well, it's funny. Baseball America, they're great. This is what they do, and I think the Cubs taking a different pitcher almost every time. 4 or 5 different versions of it. But that's how this is. When you're picking 9, and it's kind of a wide open draft. There's no obvious number 1 guy, and they kind of got to wait their turn. And as someone said, Theo will say he wants a pitcher, and then he'll take the hitter. So yeah. I think that's kind of how it's playing out now. They're discussing it back in Chicago. I'm sure they're watching now, hashing out the
So they'll have their board, and they'll have their priorities listed, and the top guy who's available at the time is the guy, and then obviously they'll have conversations with the players in advance, find out about signability and things of that nature. Those mock drafts in baseball are basically an exercise just to let people know who the best prospects are, right? In football, sometimes they can really pin down who's going to go where.
What team needs what, yeah.
And it's interesting to note they haven't quite ruled out Brady Aiken yet.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. Thanks, Patrick. 1-0 Nationals.
Meet Gina Harrison, a recent grad with a degree in kinesiology.
What's kinesiology? The science of body movement.
Gina's driven to make the workplace healthier. Her dedication could power your whole company. So hire Gina and get your company in shape.
You don't need advertising to get a job. That's why Fifth Third Bank is giving away $1 million in job search training. Enter at 53.com/brand of you. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV for just $19 a month for 2 years with qualifying bundles and 1-year term.
Tie game, 11th inning.
Have done it again.
Tomorrow afternoon, Chicago's potent lineup takes aim at Washington's bleachers in an explosive series finale. Before the first pitch, join Cap and Holly for Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto. Cubs, Nationals, tomorrow at 2:30 on CSN.
Tonight on CSN, star midfielder Sean Maloney and the Fire back in town for an important Eastern Conference match with Orlando City. Coverage starts at 7 right here on CSN Chicago.
They've got that Ka guy at Orlando City.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Ross with his first career plate appearance. He has been perfect on the mound through 3. In his major league debut.
Setting the bar awfully high, kid.
That's Herrera.
Pretty good swing, too. Saturday next, the Cubs take on the Reds at 6:15. And the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark will receive a Joe Madden debut bobblehead presented by Pepsi. For details, visit Cubs.com.
Good to see Joe in his Cubs uniform. Doesn't he usually have the pullover on?
Yeah, usually got the hoodie.
I think he's got about a 75, 76 degree
threshold
before he goes with short sleeves. He likes it hot. Span's been really good for them, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And they really needed a leadoff guy.
Popped him up. Rizzo really wanted it, but Herrera said, no, I'll take it.
Jonathan was like, you can yell all you want, big guy, but this is mine.
You play every day.
Yeah. Not being a ball hog.
Zimmerman flied to center in the first. Wilson Ramos with a long leadoff homer in the second. The only run to this point. Fastball was up a little bit, but Zimmerman couldn't get it.
Nationals broke out last night, but they, like the Cubs, have really struggled offensively over the last couple of weeks.
Soft liner right to Herrera. A couple of putouts and an assist in the inning for the very busy Jonathan Herrera.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
When the moment's spontaneous, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom?
Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and the free 30-tablet trial.
Heineken Light, the best light beer you've ever tasted, or I'll give you your money back. Not me. I won't. Someone will give you your money. Someone at Heineken, I'm guessing. Is it?
Tomorrow on CSN, get ready for an all-new episode of Beer Money. Each week, join Jen Letta and Luke Stuckmeyer as they quiz contestants on their sports trivia knowledge. Win big or go home. Beer Money, presented by Coors Light. Tomorrow at 9:30 on CSN Chicago.
Welcome back. Cubs trail the Nationals 1-0. We head to the fourth. Cub fans, don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making. Join the season ticket holder waiting list. It's free. It's easy to register. Visit Cubs.com for details. Cubs.com/waitlist to be precise.
So the second time through, Cub hitters had one quick look at Joe Ross. Nobody has reached through 3, and it's Dexter Fowler. Takes a changeup low. The Nationals win last night, coupled with a Mets loss 7-2 in Phoenix. Put Washington back a half game ahead of the Mets in the National League East. Cubs have been losing some ground in the Central and in the wild card here as of late. Shallow left, that one could drop. It will, but it's foul. Good effort by Rendon and Desmond.
Big guy Robinson closing from left field. Good pursuit by the infielders, but nobody can make the play. Rendon got a piece of it off the end of his glove. See the one the other day where 3 Milwaukee guys all went flying into the stands all at the same time?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Almost hit him. Cardinals and Pirates have both won 4 straight. And that means the Cubs are now 8 back in the division. Base hit right field. First hit for the Cubs today.
Second time around, second look at the youngster. Maybe the Cubs can start to figure him out. Well, he's been a little better of late. A base hit in the game last night, 2 the night before. Cardinals have not lost more than 3 in a row at all this year. That's their longest losing streak, and that's only happened to them once. They've been remarkably consistent. The Pirates have been just scorching here over the last couple of weeks.
Cardinals a 2-1 winner over the Dodgers. Pirates 10-8 in Atlanta. So Pittsburgh now has rattled off 12 out of 14.
Rizzo attacking that first pitch there. He homered his first time up on a first pitch last night. He's batting over 600 when he puts the first pitch in play. We talk so much about his patience and how selective he is, but it's not like he goes up there looking to walk. He's looking to do damage. He's willing to challenge early. He's willing to take on the challenge.
Well, he doesn't give an inch either, does he? That pitch almost hit him. He He didn't flinch at all.
Doesn't attack often, but when he does, he takes full advantage. Yeah, no skipping rope there, just kind of stands in there. Ross now working from the stretch for the first time this afternoon.
Ground ball, and that'll get through. Into center, Fowler glides over to third.
That's exactly what the Cubs needed to do, put a little pressure on the young guy. Obviously, he's gaining confidence as he moves through the batting order for the first time. Essentially unthreatened, and now back-to-back base hits. Solid ground ball base hit by Rizzo. He's out there at second base. Umpire almost got clipped by that one. Gabe Morales.
Chris Bryant, first and third, nobody out. Ground ball to third. It gets away from Rendon. Everybody's safe. Fowler at first had hesitated. It's 1-1.
Ruled a base hit. Too hot to handle for Rendon. Desmond, nice play on the carom. And if Desmond had looked to second base right away, they might have had a shot at Anthony. He looks home first.
Okay, so with Fowler holding there, I assume he would have taken off had Rendon thrown to second.
Yeah, I think that's the play there. You go to stay out of the double play, but I think the ball was just hit so sharply.
Maybe he was waiting to see if it might have been caught on a line. So 3 straight hits here in the 4th inning. 1 strike on Montero.
RBI number 34 for Bryant. Ties him with Rizzo for the club lead.
That's after spending the first 8 games at AAA. Cubs went 5-3 before they called Chris Bryant's name. 0-2 now. Somewhat a late arriving crowd, as you can imagine, with a 12:05 start, but the ballpark has filled in nicely. Might have a good walk up today with the weather too.
Bleary-eyed Washingtonians here. Montero just 5 out of his last 44. One of those 5 a home run in the ball game last night. What's capacity here? Pretty big ballparks.
It's in the 40s somewhere, I think.
Here, let me look. 43,341.
There you go.
Ballpark opened in 2008. Nationals began playing in 2005.
Yeah, at RFK Stadium, I'd call this a pretty significant upgrade.
Major upgrade.
Yep.
But I can't hear RFK Stadium and not hear Howard Cosell in my head doing Monday Night Highlights from back in the day. Kid obviously knows what he wants to do, shaking Ramos off repeatedly in that sequence. Trying to bury that slider down and in. Much more deliberate here with men on base.
The kick and the 2-2. It is gone full. Good battle here. 0-2 to 3-2. 8 pitches so far. Lake on deck. Consecutive hits by Fowler, Rizzo, and Bryant to start the inning. They'll get one, and that's it. So first and third for Junior Lake.
Rendon back at third base. Junior Lake likes to bunt. Now Rendon starting to come in.
Tied it on the Bryant RBI infield hit. Now trying to grab the lead. 1-1. Astros and Blue Jays will get started in about 10 minutes up at Rogers Center. Ober, Holzer, and Hutchison scheduled starters. Josh Donaldson goes into that game with 15 home runs for the Jays, hitting .311. Luis Balbuena, the former Cub, playing third today for Houston. He's hitting .189. He has 12 home runs, 21 RBIs. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
That's kind of symbolic of that team, that Astros team. They had a bunch of guys who don't hit for average, but hit the ball out of the ballpark. There's a good breaking pitch from Ross. Lake.
Yeah, the top 7 hitters in the lineup today, all slugging in the 400s. Nobody hitting over .295. A lot of .230s, .225. 2-2. Ross is looking for a strikeout here or a ground ball at an infielder. Coughlin's on deck.
It's a situation where Junior's got to be willing to shorten up the stroke a little bit. Hasn't really shown an inclination to do that in the past.
And he chased one there. Big strikeout for Ross. 2 down.
Talk a lot about it. This club, we knew they were going to strike out a lot. They have more than any other team. It's not just the strikeouts, though. It's the approach in any given situation.
So Steve McCaddy, the pitching coach, will head out to talk it over with Ross, and this may be of the, hey, you know, you've got a base open. It is second, not first, but
yeah, and the numbers for Coughlin much better lately. He's swinging the bat pretty well all season long. He's hit into a lot of bad luck lately. The ball's starting to drop in for him.
Well, we talked after Kyle Hendricks gave up that devastating 2-out 3-run double the other night in Miami. How sometimes a pitcher in this spot might relax just a little bit. And that may be also why the caddy went out and said, look, you're not out of this yet.
Funny, Joe, at times it looks like he's been a little generous off the outside corner, but there's been a handful of pitches on the plate that he's called down that appear to be good pitches, and Ramos is chatting with him again, or was just momentarily, just kind of quick little turn over the shoulder, doing a little lobbying.
Good place to do it here in DC. Now starting to look like a pitch around with Herrera on deck.
First in war, first in peace, last in the American League. That was the old slogan.
Three-0 swinging, and Desmond will take it to second unassisted to end the inning. Cubs tie it, but Ross limits the damage.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on. Let's go.
Follow me.
Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Some people are married to the idea that fresh salads can only come from salad places with fancy bowls. So, do I believe Wendy's can make a summer salad this fresh? I do. This summer, try the strawberry field salad from Wendy's.
Binny's Beverage Depot is going to bat for Make-A-Wish, Illinois. Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Binny's will donate $100 to Make-A-Wish, Illinois. That calls for a toast. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field?
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
Bottom of the fourth, we are tied 1-1. The Cubs baseball summer camp presented by ATI Physical Therapy are back. Give your kids an unforgettable baseball experience this summer. First camp kicks off in Lake Forest on June 22nd. You can sign up at cubs.com/kids.
I like the pause. 1-1 as we play the bottom of the fourth.
We got a little Sinatra walk-up music for Bryce Harper. The best is yet to come.
Bryce Harper is still just 22 years old. And he takes a strike. 6'3", 215. At one point he was a catcher. Russell at short. Gets to show off his strong throwing arm.
Threw a little bit of a sinker there. Yeah, Harper was a good amateur catcher. They just felt like he'd get to the big leagues quicker if they moved him out from behind the plate.
Played in the Arizona Fall League in 2010 as a 17-year-old.
It's a first chance for Russell today over there at short.
Yeah, Joe was considering giving Starlin tomorrow off with the built-in off day on Monday. That would have been 2 in a row, but just looking at the body language, there's been some frustration for Starlin. We saw him kind of throws bat in his helmet after one particular at bat. So this is just one of those take a day, take a breath, get back in there tomorrow. One and two to Rendon.
Rendon just a 2-0 fastball that we thought was going to fly out of here first time up. Wind knocked it down. Ooh, ugly swing.
That is being kind as he strikes out. Number 2 for Hamill.
Great bite on that breaking ball. And he made a really good hitter look bad.
Ramos was bothered by a sore thumb. Did not play Thursday, but he is 3 out of 5 since. With a double, a home run. Should have had another hit, but Junior Lake with a diving catch last night. He's a strong cat. You can see he's got a pretty thick midsection. At that catcher's rear end.
Yeah.
Wilson Ramos.
Saw the team bus empty. You would know which guy was the catcher.
Slider misses low. 2-1. Another good slide piece by Hamill. 2-2. It's probably been his best pitch this year. His manager says it has worked off the fastball command and has set up the slider.
At that time he told himself, whatever you do, don't let it leak back over the plate. He really pulled it too far.
He's been the Cubs' most consistent starter to date. Lowest ERA coming in.
Backed up on him. About over his last 7 starts, a 1.99 ERA. During that stretch, opposing batters are hitting 181 against them with a 214 on base percentage. Given up 5 or fewer hits in his last 7 starts.
Sometimes when you see a guy get off to this type of start, you look at their FIP, some of their other numbers, and you go, well, he's due for a regression. Actually, his FIP is lower than his ERA. Called strike 3. And that will end the inning. 1-1 for DC.
So you take a chance on that slick DirecTV offer. $19 you think. But after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Suddenly, you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Better hang on to your wallet.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
And here we go, folks.
It's your favorite hot dog bun, mustard, and overpriced watered-down beer.
Are you sure you want to eat all that? Because you already weigh more than your team's batting average.
Let's just toast to our anniversary. Oh no, it's corked.
Let's just watch the game. I tweeted all of your friends to come over, but I guess no one showed up.
That's okay. I invited one of your friends too.
It's out of here.
Give a real anniversary gift this year. Escape to the Champagne Lodge in Willowbrook. Book your next special memory at the Champagne Lodge today. You know you deserve it.
Wherever we drive, we all need the same thing. Great tires at low prices. That's why there's Auto Tech. Autotech is celebrating its 30th anniversary with a huge sale. Come in and get most popular Goodyear tires marked 30 cents over distributor cost. Get up to $120 in manufacturer rebates. We're also celebrating with $30 off any service, brakes, suspension, check engine lights, and more. The Autotech 30th anniversary sale. Now at these local Goodyear Autotech centers today. Huntley, Woodstock, Crystal Lake, and McHenry.
Tomorrow afternoon, we're back here in D.C. Kyle Hendricks will pitch for the Cubs in the series finale. Coverage kicks off at 2:30 with Cubs pregame live. It's presented by Fields Auto right here on CSN Chicago. Cub fans here in D.C. Blackhawk fans in D.C. And Joe Ross making his major league debut has been impressive. He's matched Jason Hamill pitch for pitch here early on. Now we're in the fifth. And it'll be Herrera, Hamill, and Russell. Cubs 3 out of 15 against Ross. Nationals just 2 for 14. Against Hamill, there's a drag bunt, and Herrera's safe as Ross made a throw that I wasn't sure he was going to make, and he nearly hit Herrera in the head with that throw.
I remember Herrera tried to bunt last time. He did bunt last time. Ramos made a play on him. This time he puts it in a perfect spot. Drag bunt. The only option was Ross. Herrera making sure he stays in that running lane. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, Herrera nearly made a move towards second. He was looking at Brandon Hyde, and that's a good job by Zimmerman to apply the tag just in case. And I think Matt Williams is asking that very question. I don't think he made
a committed step towards second base.
A move to second. It was more of asking the question. And so the 4 umpires will get together. I don't think throwing out your hands and asking the first base coach whether he should go or not counts.
No way. No way. And I think that's what Matt's asking. So instead of challenging, he's saying, did anybody see it differently? So if the umpires would get together and talk about it. He could be asking for. He was clearly fine going down the line.
Yeah, I mean, the other part of it could have been, was he out of the baseline?
So here's what's interesting. It looks like he's going to review this. He's going to challenge after having the umpires confer. It's like they got together and said, no, he didn't. He was fine. And then, well, I want to challenge anyway. And if we're worried about pace of play, shouldn't the rule be you can do one or the other, but you can't do both?
Yeah, and again, I'm curious what the challenge is, because it's either baseline or move towards second. This is where it'd be nice if the crew chief had a little microphone that he could announce to the crowd. Nationals are challenging this.
Right, that's so you know the specific challenge. This is what, the 3rd challenge in this series, and none of them have been overturned, if I recall correctly. And he never made a signal. So we're in the dark.
Well, I'll tell you what, was it a challenge or was it a rules clarification?
I don't know.
Was that
yeah, rules check.
It was a rules check. Okay, so it was not a challenge. That makes sense. Runner goes, ground ball, backhanded by Zimmerman, and he'll go to the bag to get Hamill. I like that play by Joe Madden. That's the Don Zimmer play, right?
A little hit and run?
Well, just after you have a lot of stuff going on, try something.
Well, and I think Joe hates to bunt. He doesn't like to give up outs. Hamill has handled the bat well this year. So I think he trusts him to put the ball in play, but he wants to make sure he stays out of a double play. So probably in Joe's mind, that was the safest way to get Herrera to second base and still having the option of perhaps pushing that ball through the hole on the right side.
So here's Russell. Again, that was a rules check, not a replay challenge. And you know what? I like that part of replay too.
I wonder what the rule he was checking on. Umpires know the rules. They don't need to check.
I believe the rules check is to find out if a rule is being applied correctly.
Step out. A tougher hitter to maintain his concentration that long. The pitcher holding the ball as long as Ross did would have been wise for Addison to ask for time.
That's wide of third. Russell came up as a shortstop, just 5 games at second base at Iowa before Cubs brought him to the big leagues in April. So while most Cub fans know him as a second baseman, he's a shortstop at heart. 4 innings at this level prior to getting the start today, his first in the big leagues. Espinosa will get him. Herrera now at third, 2 outs.
Morales has to feel like a target out there at second base. At least the second time today he's had to take evasive action.
Is a strike. One and one.
Backdoor slider called a strike. You see that it was off the plate. And the check swing on the inside fastball that was on the corner, so we're good. We're all even, 1-1 as it should be.
And I have the MLB replay section that I believe covers what we just saw. Crew chief may communicate with a replay official to confirm that an umpire's decision on the field was consistent with the official baseball rules under circumstances in which the misapplication of the rules being checked could result in a protest of the game. Base hit left field. Cubs grab the lead as Dexter Fowler drives in Jonathan Herrera. It's 2-1. Second hit of the day for Fowler.
Struck out his first time up. Used that at bat to learn a little bit about Ross. Used to seeing that ball come out of his hand, what he likes to do. And the last 2 times up, solid single to right, line drive single to the left.
So Fowler now has 8 hits in the 6 games on this trip. That's good to see. Batting average had really faded. He came in at .240. Rizzo bounces it foul. Rizzo's single in the 4th gave him an 11-game hitting streak. That's a new career best. Right field corner. Harper can't get it, and one hops a wall. Little stumble there by Harper. Fowler's going to score. Rizzo's got a double. It's 3-1.
Cubs a little better. Second time against Ross. Third time. A pretty good handle on the young right-hander. Fowler and Rizzo do anyway. Just keeps on keeping on, doesn't he? I think Harper had a notion to try to leave his feet there. Unfortunately for the Cubs, the ball stays in play, allowing Fowler to score.
See, Ross was perfect through 3, but second and third time through, much different story here. Pitch to Bryant, misses low. It also could be, and we have not gotten word on exactly what Joe West was doing on the call to New York, JD. It might have been he was asking if that play were reviewable at all. Is that possible?
Could very well be, yeah.
He may have tried to clarify whether or not they could go back and actually look at the base runner possibly making a move to second. And assuming he was told no. Well, it's what, year 2? Still working out some of the kinks. Hitters count here. The pitch. Bounced foul. Cubs tied it in the 4th. They have taken the lead here in the 5th.
Time to get greedy.
Harper over, but will not have a play.
Appeared to have a pitch to get greedy with. One of the reports I read on Joe Ross said he's got good control in that he doesn't walk a lot of people, but the command within the strike zone could be a bit of an issue. Too many hittable pitches, and that one right there for Bryant. He got away with it.
Full count, Montero on deck.
This is where a lot of clubs like to go. Breaking ball off the plate or fastball up. They opted for the fastball up. Doesn't have quite the juice on that heater that he had earlier. A lot of nerves for a guy making his major league debut, and it's not uncommon for a guy to hit the wall in the middle innings.
So here's exactly what happened. Joe West did go to the headset. He wanted to confirm whether or not you could review a runner attempting to advance to second. That is not reviewable. So when in doubt, they can ask New York. I think that's a good rule. Fly to right. This will be Harper to end the inning. But the Cubs get a couple of runs. Two out RBIs. Fowler and Rizzo, and it's 3-1.
Join Verizon today for $80 a month and $15 per line to get unlimited talk and text, plus 10 big gigs of shareable data. And coverage? We're talking 3 times the 4G LTE coverage of Sprint. I mean 3 times. After all, if your 4G LTE network isn't there when you need it, is it really worth what you're paying? Now also get $200 when you join and buy a new smartphone. Stop by or visit us online and save without settling. Only on Verizon.
Now at Chili's, sizzling fajitas grilled to perfection. Fresh is happening now.
Is this the year you go grab life by the gills? Then save on the gear you need during the summer kickoff sale at Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Visit our Facebook page for a chance to win a Bass Pro gift card.
What's in a drop? The expectation of what comes next. That's what keeps the energy going. The drop refreshes the beat every time. So what's in a drop?
Kelly Crawl here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Big sports Saturday. Cubs baseball, the Belmont Stakes, and of course, Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final coming your way this evening. And for that, be sure to tune it right here to Comcast Sportsnet for Blackhawks pregame live from Tampa Bay at 5:30. Our whole crew will get you set for Game 2 from the Sunshine State. And as soon as the final horn sounds, flip back to CSN Plus for Blackhawks postgame live. Now let's send it back to Lynn and JD in DC. Guys.
Kelly, thank you. 1-0 rather on Clint Robinson. Jason Hamill with a 3-1 lead.
Made the analogy to a golfer earlier.
Yep.
Taking a couple holes to kind of find his swing. And same with Jason with that release point. He was a little wobbly with his command first couple innings. Seems to be locked in pretty good right now.
Got him.
Visit the Cubs Authentics auction page every week for your chance to own one-of-a-kind game-used Cubs items. This week's auction includes the Chicago Whales 1915 throwback jerseys. Go to Cubs.com/authentics before tomorrow night at 8 to place your bid. Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities.
Line and caught by Russell. Desmond hit it hard, but for an out. Snapped the streak of 3 straight strikeouts for Hamill, but still an out. The only 2 hits he's allowed, the single to Harper in the first and the Ramos homer in the second. He's had 3 1-2-3 innings. He has now retired 11 in a row.
And a 0 in the walk column yet again.
Espinosa takes ball one outside. Blue Jays have gotten a first inning run, leading the Astros 1-0. Royals hosting the Rangers here in about a half hour. Kansas City, game back of the Twins in the AL Central. Felipe Rivero is up. Wandy Rodriguez will pitch for Texas. Rangers in second in the West. Matt Garza, J.R. Graham will go Milwaukee and Minnesota in a little while at Target Field. San Francisco's at Philadelphia. Madison Bumgarner will pitch today. He's 6-2.
Dodgers are scuffling, aren't they?
Lost 3 in a row. Half-game lead over the Giants.
It's 52 pitches for Hamill so far. 38 strikes, just 14 out of the zone.
Dodgers have Clayton Kershaw on the mound tonight. 4-3 with a 3.73. He'll face Jaime Garcia of the Cardinals. The Tigers, JD, are at 500 after 8 consecutive losses. Price and Danks tonight in Chicago.
Well, Price is their ace, and that's what you need to stop a losing streak. Somebody to step up and just shut the other club down.
Avisail Garcia got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 11th last night after Adam LaRoche had tied it with a home run as the White Sox were down to their final out in the 9th. Tigers are hoping to get Justin Verlander back as early as late next week.
Cubs are off Monday and then play 2 games against the Tigers, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I guess we'll miss Price. He's going today.
Yeah, and Verlander would not. I think he's pitching today in his potentially final rehab start, so he would not be ready by Wednesday. Tyler Moore on deck. He would bat for Ross. And a rare walk issued by Hamill.
And Espinosa, he brings some power to the bottom of that batting order. He's hit 7 home runs, including one last night.
That is the 7th unintentional walk issued by Jason Hamill. This is his 72nd inning of the year. So it's more for Ross.
Nice to know that you can hand the ball to Jason Hamill a day after your starter only went 3 2/3. The way he's been going. Really comfortable feeling like you're going to get 7 innings out of Hamill most days.
Junior Lake and right to end the inning. 3-1 Cubs after 5.
The new vanity is perfect.
Thanks. Yeah, the guy at Lowe's helped me pick it out and walked me through the install.
You did a really good job.
Yeah, now I'm feeling like there's nothing I can't do. You know what? I'm finally going to present my idea to my boss. Never lose your cat at night again. Presenting the glow-in-the-dark cat hat. It's dark, so I can't see a reaction. It's not good.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due-it signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with 0 down, 0 due-it signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced microtechnology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at Advance Auto, Walgreens, Ace, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Tonight on Plus.
The heat is on as your Fire defend home turf against Orlando City SC.
Cheer them on from your easy chair and watch Chicago char the competition. Coverage starts at 7 on CSN Plus. Game on.
Bullpen time for the Nationals. Felipe Rivero, left-hander, is on after Joe Ross went 5 in his major league debut.
Yeah, pretty solid stuff from Ross. Got off to a great start, retired the first 9 in a row. Cubs started to inflict some damage the last couple of innings. Young man can feel pretty good about his effort here this afternoon. Speaking of young man, Felipe Rivero, also a rookie. Just 23 years of age, lefty with a good arm, mid-90s heater, slider and a change.
Came over from the Tampa Bay Rays, February of 2014, along with Jose Lobaton. And a minor league outfielder named Drew Vedelson. From the stretch, just his 3rd major league appearance. Strike 1 to Montero.
I had not pitched above AA prior to this year. And he had been primarily a starter as a minor league